So let's talk about Google's GDC announcement. They are having a streaming service. It's coming out this year, 2019. And you got plenty of interesting aspects of this streaming service. It's more than just a service. It's a brand new gaming experience. And they did have some impressive things. First of all, you had the integration with YouTube and streaming, trying to integrate watching games and playing games into like one thing. So for example, one thing they talked about was, let's say a streamer is playing a certain game like Assassin's Creed. That game will, if you want to play the game that your streamer is watching, then you can instantly do that, like instantaneously. And they also have another thing called share state, where you can actually be in the same exact scenario and situation that your streamer is in. So like, let's say they're all what example do they use? Like they're all out of ammo and a zombie's coming at them, and it's just like you know, like those crazy moments and experiences that you see in YouTube videos. You can actually recreate that in your game, assuming you have the game on Stadia, right? So I mean, that's another cool thing. And then of course you got the crowd play, where you can actually play with streamers. Now obviously that's not going to be the most enticing feature, because if this streamer is someone who's really popular, that has thousands and thousands of viewers, good luck. Even if you have this integration, good luck playing a game with your streamer. I know they talked about in the future, because of the endless possibilities of Stadia, you might in the future be able to have thousands and thousands of players on the streaming service, because you don't connect to the internet, you connect directly to the streaming service. And they said because of that, you don't have all these limitations. And that's another thing they said, is it's going to be a whole new experience. It's going to be superior to any console or PC experience you've ever had in the past. This is just this is the evolution of the video game industry. And look, I definitely was impressed by a few of the things that they revealed, but I'm not necessarily certain that this Stadia thing is going to be the next big thing in gaming, especially since you have Microsoft with xCloud. Who knows what the hell they got to offer? Sony's definitely going to refine their PlayStation Now service, and you have other people gonna get at the street. Verizon's doing it, so Google's gonna have a lot of competition. And you know, they even though the one thing they have to their advantage is the fact that they are Google, so they have all these different services and things they can integrate with. So like, for example, you have the share button where you can instantly share to YouTube. Well, I could do that on my console or PC instantly, so that doesn't really impress me. And then they have another thing where you could another button on the controller, and these are two extra buttons. It doesn't take up the start or select button like with the PS4, where in order to share a game, it takes up, you know, the select button, which could be used for other things. So these are two separate buttons that don't interfere with the start and select features, which is cool. And that controller is okay. It just seems like an uninspired hybrid between the PlayStation and Xbox controller. And they did say that if you want to use an Xbox controller, go right ahead, you can do that. But our Stadia controller is a unique experience. You got the share button, which again, I could easily do that on my PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, anything, literally anything. You could they have these share integrations with it. Even the Switch, I think, has that. And then you also have the Google Assistant button, where in case you're lost on a level, you can look up on a Google Assistant the button, and you talk into the controller, and you ask, how do I beat this level, and it'll help you beat the level for you, and you don't have to, you know, go on your phone and go on YouTube and do all this stuff. And again, these are cool things, but I don't know necessarily if streaming is going to replace or even take off anytime soon, because again, I assume they didn't reveal anything in terms of pricing and how much bandwidth you need, because they did talk about a lot of crap. It seems like it's very demanding on your bandwidth, which is another thing. Their whole marketing message was gaming for everyone. This is Stadia, gaming for everyone, and we're taking down barriers. But you're probably going to create new barriers, because you know, they're showing videos of people playing games all over the world, like especially like in these other countries, like Asia and all these other like people all around the world. No matter what your language is, you can all play games. I guarantee you, most of the people who live in these developing countries that they showcase in these videos aren't going to be able to even play the streaming service, because the bandwidth requirements are probably going to be so high. I live in America, and I can't use it. There's no way my internet will be able to handle all the crap that they advertised. So I can't. Even if I was interested in it, I couldn't use it, because It's definitely going to have very high bandwidth requirements, and my internet connection can't even handle PlayStation Now or the other streaming services. I have a hard time just streaming gameplay for you guys on YouTube. So yeah, it's gonna be I'm gonna be left out of this whole thing. But I still have my consoles, I still have my PC. And as far as streaming is concerned, again, I don't think it's gonna ever replace consoles or PCs. I think it's going to be a new medium for you to be able to play, like another option. So you have the console experience, the PC experience, and then you have handhelds, which are kind of on a decline because you have mobile devices and smartphones that kind of are the handheld experience at this point. Then of course you have another emerging way of playing games, which is VR, and now you have streaming. So those are the 6 ways that you can play games, and they all offer unique and different experiences, and are appealing to different types of gamers. So people who are just laid back and casual, they could play on a console, or even more casual, they could play on their phone. And then the dedicated gamer that doesn't really like playing games on their phone but likes the portability, they'll play in a handheld. And then of course the most hardcore devoted gamers will play on PC and will buy the expensive VR headsets. So like I said, gaming is diverse. It's for different people. There are different ways that accommodate to the diversity, and overall it seems interesting, and we'll see how the future goes with streaming in general and this Stadia thing. But I assume E3 2019 we're gonna hear a lot about the xCloud, and let's see how their Microsoft service holds up to Google's, because they announced a lot of interesting things, and it seems like the developers are excited. Let's see if Microsoft can garner some interest on their own. They're also developing first-party exclusive games, Google, for their new Stadia platform, which is expected because, like I said, exclusive content is very important no matter what. We'll see if these games are good enough to entice people that are otherwise not even interested in streaming at all, but the games are so good that you gotta get the Google service, right? So that's the whole idea. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how this platform, how it does, and we'll get more information over the summer in terms of how much it costs, because that's where the real analysis will come in. And of course I'll wait to hear about Microsoft, and let's see if Sony's got some new things, and Verizon, all these different streaming services, and let's just overall down the line we'll predict what the future of gaming industry truly is, and whether or not streaming will actually pose a significant risk to consoles and PCs. Personally, I don't think that they will, because they're different experiences in my opinion, but let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Are you excited about Stadia? Are you excited about the future of streaming? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. As always, I appreciate it. I'll see you guys later.